Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and those of you who don't know what the hell you are yet. Hopalong PR here. We're back playing Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel 2. Now, for the sharper ones, you'll notice there's some fucketry afoot. I'll get to that later, though, but... Guys, there's so many fees going on. There's so many feels. This, by far, I think is the most adorable... Oh, second most adorable. This interaction here. At least she gets what she wants. Mitt really doesn't care if people are busy or not. Sorry she dragged you into all this, though. It's probably the last thing you wanted to come back from her. Honestly, I think she's sweet. It's plain to see how much she cares about you. In fact, why don't we take advantage of our current situation and have some tea together? Well, sure, I mean, but that's not gonna throw more fuel into the fires of her weird ideas about us, right? Maybe, but I'm starting to wonder if I really mind. I'd be lying if I said that seeing you after all this time doesn't make me a little happy. And beautifully put, because look who's here. Way to go, Mint. Should I think where Monk would be without him? Should thank his lucky stars having nieces as nice as me. Okay, Marikov. We're gonna let you do you. Oh, that's right. There's also one more that I wanted to get before I get to my assetry. Rest assured, people, if you expect any deviation from my attitude, you are in for just bad time. And this. We've been through a lot on the way here. I'm glad we could come here with you again. I'm never gonna let anybody threaten you again. No matter what happens, no matter who we're up against, I will always protect you. That's a promise. I don't ever want to be separated like that ever again. Oh, Alan. I don't know why it took me so long to realize how I feel. That's fucking adorable. But I said it once. Well, I said it way, way, way back, but that brings me to this current episode. The thing that I want to talk about. This episode will be just devoted for the Chosen Partner event. That's the actual term for it. And as such, I have a third thing to say. I said a bang, bang, bangity bang. I said a bang, bang, bangity bang, 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 bangity bang. I said a bang, bang, bangity bang, 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 bang. Yes, the bang song from How I Met Your Mother. But fittingly or not, oh yeah, that last thing. Okay, I swear I'm not a parallel universe jumper. I just, made a lot of separate saves. Oh, that's right. Oh, I did a little work in the meantime. So I went back to this one because it was before the Blade game and before the mission. And I called it. The longest thing about that was just the dialogue. No, don't mistake me. It was absolutely paramount to have that there, and it was pulled off fantastically, but I was just able to do all of that and get the three separate files ready for all the bonding. It's nice to know files are put in here. Leave the academy, you're still doing okay. Adel said she looked after them for me. That's good. Did you remember to thank her? Of course. They wouldn't be blooming like this without her. But she wasn't their only source of support. They're just like us in a way. They need care, water, sunlight, and people to help them along. That's for sure. Rean? What's up? I want to go see our dorm later. I want you to come with me. I said a bang, bang, bangity bang. Well, of course. Of course, I'd be happy to. Thanks. Get over there whenever you want. I'll be along once I'm done here. No problem there. Guess I'll head over when I finish up everything. All right. In the save file that I'm actually going to be using, I've already done everything. So, oh yeah, that's right. I have to talk to Towa and everybody. Oops. Oh, that's right. Towa's was one as well. Oh, this is going to be a long episode. But it's... There's no way for me to turn that into a dick joke. I already committed to just it being a time length. Nice night, isn't it? A little chilly side, but it still feels pretty nice since there's a breeze out. Oh yeah, you're right. So, yeah, like everybody in town is just like overwhelmingly happy to be reunited with everyone. Doesn't matter who, doesn't matter the class, everyone's happy. That's the real victory here. We're finally back. Yeah, I admit seeing you again is making me feel all emotional. No doubt, especially since, unlike the rest of us, you guys were last here during the festival. What's up, dudes? Probably feeling lonely with Crow missing. Probably. But I wouldn't be surprised if he just showed up. Towa, George, Angelica. I want to thank you. Huh? What for? You guys have helped out so much. I can't even imagine how far we would have gone without you guys. If it were just us first years, I don't think things would have gone half as well. So on behalf of everyone here, thank you for everything you've done. We should be the ones thanking you. Yeah, think about all the work Class 7's put into this and try saying that again. Exactly. You guys even helped me deal with my old man. Where would I be without you? I guess. But for the record, we've needed you just as much as you need us, you know. You shouldered the most responsibility on the courageous. That ship carried us and our dreams this far. And we need you to keep watching our backs tomorrow. Think you can do that for us? Like you even had to ask. We'll be right there with you. We'll never abandon you after we've come this far. Thanks. I get the feeling like tomorrow's going to mark a turning point for us. Whether the Imperial Army's operation is a success or not, or failure. It feels like the time is for me to fight Crow is almost here. Yep. That's true. Yeah, he won't have a chance just to waltz on by. And this time I'm not going to let him win. I'll beat him, drag him right back here, and force him to finally graduate with you. Huh? You sure that's even possible, Rean? It's not gonna be... I'm well aware it won't be easy, but everyone, not just me, wants the four of you together again. Class 7 managed to reunite, right? Now it's your turn. You're amazing, Rean. If you just say that's what you're gonna do, then I've got no reason to doubt you. Good luck. Tomorrow's operation is sounding crazier by the minute. Seriously, I better hope I can finish polishing off that Tachi. And there's one more. To finally say goodbye, George and Angelica departed to the engineering building to get tools ready. Uno. Dos. So I had to trigger both of these then. That's when the magic happens, ladies and gents. Hey, Valimar. What's up? Chillin'? Yeah, don't worry. I've got big plans in store for me tonight. Me and Lord Mishy's plan has finally come to fruition. Across multiple dimensions. Came to see how you're holding up. Sure was surprised when you offered, but thanks for volunteering to serve as a lookout. He laughed. Yeah, I'd say so.
Every one of you have come a long way to take this place back. I simply wish for you to be able to dedicate this evening to celebrating that achievement.
Thanks. You know, looking back, I never figured the day would come when I'm able to have a natural conversation with you like this. You've changed a lot in that regard. You've gone from sounding mechanical to dignified, I suppose.
I've been working to gradually recover my memories over time. And while still fragmented, I am now able to recollect specific memories from my past.
Cool. Really? Does that mean you remember some of what happened before you went to sleep in the old schoolhouse?
I went to sleep 250 years, 128 days ago.
Oh, wow, that's even less time for the Cephia, the Zemirian Order to read. Wow. So it really was Drykles. That really shouldn't come as a surprise to you. I was trying, but I didn't want to assume.
I believe you resonated with the memories that reside within the proving grounds.
Yep.
Rivals visited the spirit shrines as you did. In each one, he obtained the same ore with which to forge his weapon, advanced upon the same capital, and it was there, with many allies at his side, that he laid the war to rest in one final confrontation.
It's kind of similar how eerie our paths are. It makes me feel a little self-conscious too, in a way, that we're doing all this half as well as he did. What kind of person was he anyway?
He was an open-minded, composed, and driven man. Full
Much
of
like yourself.
vigor and daring, and in some ways, an enigma. Yet for those he met, he was ever kind and merciful. He had dignity in measure with his stature, and still at times, one could see in his eyes the glimmer of a child's.
Huh. He's really something, wasn't he? You talked about him. I don't know if I could be anything like he was. Maybe if I were, I'd be able to do more for
There is
him.
little need in striving to be something you are not.
Very good point, Valimar.
Since my awakening, I have watched over you. I have seen you grow as a person.
Yep.
Rivals found success in playing to his strengths. You, though different, possess strengths no less great. Just as he attracted his own supporters, so too have you gained those who would choose
Yep.
to stand
We
by your
got the
side.
entire
You know
school
what?
and the
Take pride
instructors.
in those who become your sword. For not even kings can buy the world to yield her.
Thanks, Valimar. You're right. I should focus on improving myself as I am, rather than try to become someone I'm not. Seeing I'm fighting my future and to bring my friend home, it wouldn't make sense to be anyone else, really. Soon. Oh yeah, sounds like the tattoo will be done by the morning. So, if you're up for it, I think we should test it out tomorrow. I'll be counting on you,
I
Valimar.
shall do all within my power.
Thanks, Valimar Senpai. Love you. And with bells on my feet, Fee. Well, I promised to meet Fee here. Should I head inside and wait already? I'm kind of early. Chosen character will cause the main story to advance. Enter the dormitory. You guys better get used to seeing that walking entry into the door. Just saying. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I want to say that I was actually looking forward to Fees the most. Even slightly over Sarah. Just because of how her moment was in the last game. And really upset I didn't do this with that. But oh well. Sorry to keep you waiting. What's up, Fee? Hey, no worries. I've been waiting long. You take everything you wanted to do? Last time I saw you, you were still out in the garden. Yeah, you know, and I planted some new seeds. I found them myself. Really? Can't wait to see what they grow into then. It's kind of nice to be back home, especially after so long. Yeah, really brings back memories. Now that we're here, why don't we just head inside and walk around for a bit? Curious to see how things held upstairs too. Sounds good to me. Just trying to think of the most interesting things that they could walk into. Well, I think there are far less explosives, but largely these rooms look all right. I wonder if Crow ever plans on coming back to us. Honestly, I don't think so. Not of his own free will, at least. It's clear that he really believes in what he's doing. Oh, yes! If I may digress from this, I wanted to point out something. Everything in relation to Class 7, Vita has done, kidnapping, harassing, what have you, has been for the sole purpose to keep Class 7 in this, for whatever reason. I don't know if that's her own folly, or if she's doing that on purpose. Just thought I wanted to point that out. Sworn over and over that we'd bring him back. I don't think that's going to be so easy at this point. But that's never put us off before. We'll get him back no matter what happens. Yeah, we won't lose. Not to Xeno or Lear either. Having to fight the two must be hard on you. No one wants to fight family. Yeah, well, that's exactly why I can't hold back against them. I show them even a hint of hesitation, I'll never be able to get through to them. I think the same's true to Crow. Just oh. Okay. This is the perfect time to let you all know my favorite threat that I've ever made now. It was Crow. I'll phrase this to Crow. Crow, if you don't come back to Trista Academy, I will vehemently butt fuck you into the next century. See? That probably gets some fire under him. Well, a couple other things under him too.
I've always wanted to find a family. Even my earliest memory has me wandering lost on a battlefield, trying to find somewhere I could belong. But eventually, I found one. Zephyr. They gave me a place to call home. Showed me a warmth only a family can provide.
This is all so adorable. I'm gonna shut up for the most part.
Then
Place call
we
home,
lost our boss, and the family who'd given me all of that decided to leave me behind. And I realized how weak I really was. On my own, I was nothing. I always relied on them to keep me safe. But I couldn't do anything for them in return.
It's okay, Fee.
Sarah took me in, and I wound up joining Class 7. For the first time in my life, I was around people who needed me just as much as I needed them.
That is what a
For
family
the first
is.
time, I could protect them just as much as they protected me. I found myself part of a completely different kind of family. One I didn't even know existed. And I'm so grateful to Class 7, and especially you, for giving me that. I still want to ask them why they all left me behind. But more than that,
I'm sure you'll get the
I
chance to
want to
ask.
show off the new family I found. I want them to see how well I'm doing now. Xeno and Leo were always important to me.
They are your brothers.
That's why I want to let them know just
They
how
still are.
important all of you are too.
That's a heck of a compliment. We'll do anything in our power to make sure you can show us off.
Thanks. It's weird. There's all kinds of ways to form a family, right?
I don't like where this is going.
And it's easy to find where everyone else fits in ours. But you're just kinda different.
What way?
Alisha, Laura, Emma, and Sarah are like older sisters to me. Milliam's obviously my annoying kid sister. Machias, Eusis, and Gaius are like my big brothers. And so's Crow, I guess.
And that just leaves one enigma.
But I don't think of you like that. You're not like a sibling, but something else. Something closer. I can't put it into words, though.
Yes, you can. See. Lord Mishy has front row seats, ladies and gents. Feel the same way about you. You're more than family to me. I'm glad to have you by my side. You might be a bit younger than most, but you fight hard to defend those you love more than anyone I know. And you're every bit as important to me as I am to you, if not more so. Oh, this is sickeningly adorable. I might get diabetes by the end of the episode. Anyway, we gotta work tomorrow. Future Class 7 rests in our hands.
Yeah.
Please, do me the favor and cut to black. Wait. In old-timey movies, that would be the key indicator when business started, is when it panned away to the window. Just saying. Oh, God. I might have to post a picture of it soon. Oh, yeah, I will. I'll be posting this on Facebook when I'm able to. But, ooh. Nice. Overdrive 2. Neat. Inseparable. Okay, but I'll be right back, people. We're not done with this. Jägermeister. You know, originally, I had planned to, you know, go into each, like, prior conversation with the girls so you can see which one is which and how adorable they are for each one. But then it occurred to me, having no idea kind of adds something. So let's see who lucky girl number 2 is, shall we? Drum roll, please. I'm not even gonna fucking do a drum roll. The only thing I got is I could just do belly drum. And quiet and build. There's Rean. Yeah, I'm not a drummer. Wait, goddamn, I am a percussionist, but I'm not a drummer. If you play music, that makes sense. Oh, I didn't think you'd already be here. Sup, blue-haired booby? May the light and might of Lord Mishy keep your path safe and filled with fun. Hey, Laura, you just taking care of things then? I believe so. It truly does feel strange to be back in here, though. It's been a long road to return here, and return we did. This building holds so many memories for us. I couldn't even begin to count. Sure does. Well, while we're here, do you want to walk around for a bit? I'm curious to see how things are upstairs, too. Sure, I'd like that. That's cool. They just left that huge freaking weapon hanging. Not using it. Good for them. They know not to touch stuff that isn't theirs. I don't have that self-control, though. If I see something, I'm at least going to make sure that if I want it, I'm going to take it or at least use it until somebody tells me to place it back. More than likely that one, but I don't know why, but there was a little part of me that expected to find Crow here waiting for us. I mean, not literally expect, but just a little voice that said, what if, while walking around. I can hardly blame you. I feel the same. He's another obstacle we have to overcome, one of many. Yeah, still, we've been able to face every challenge that's come our way up till now. Why wouldn't our fight to bring Crow home be the same? It's a good way to look at it. Nothing stands a chance at declaring victory over Class 7's combined might, our 2 swords.
Speaking of, Rean.
Yes, Laura.
I realize I've asked this once before, but do you like the path of the sword?
Hold up. She wants to sword fight with us. Lauren, she looks good, but I'm just gonna leave that one there. Hearing that brings back memories. Really caught me off guard when you asked me that back in Cell. Any reason it's on your mind again?
I was just curious.
Mm-hmm.
It feels as though after our impending battle, things will never be the same. And so before that happened, I wanted to hear your answer one more time.
Oh.
For all I know, that answer's changed.
She's such a swords nerd. All right. Well, it hasn't. My answer is exactly the same now as it was then. Swordsmanship is like a part of me. It's always been there and it always will be. It's not a case of liking it or not. It's just part of who I am. Both my swordsmanship and my sword are me, in a way.
Maybe you'll be happy to know that my feelings on the subject haven't changed either.
Hooray!
My stance and my resolve are the same as they ever were.
Oh, your battle stance is
I stake
probably
my pride,
much stronger.
My soul, my very being on my blade, and wield it to attain ever greater heights. That is what it means to me. Why I value it above all else. Or so I say. I'm
really
conflicted to tell you.
Is there someone else or something else?
In both my time at the academy and during these past few weeks of fighting alongside one another,
Yes, Laura?
I seem to have found something else just as precious to me.
Are you suggesting...
I've now discovered a new reason to fight.
Oh.
One that differs from the reason I've fought for all this time. And that reason gives me more courage and power than I've ever felt before. Never could I have imagined there would be anything that would mean as much to me as my path of the sword. At least,
Oh.
not until I met you.
Oh. Oh. It's so sweet.
I think I love you.
Ah.
At first, we were just friends, but now I see you as something far more.
Oh.
That's
Oh.
why I need to know.
Oh.
Do you feel the same way about me too?
Of course. I wanted to be the one to say it first, but it looks like you beat me to it. I always figured that as a man it'd end up being my job.
Sorry, that was
Oh.
presumptuous of me. I'm simply not used
That's
to
fine.
this sort
You
of
can
things.
take command. No, don't worry. You got nothing to apologize for. Always admired you ever since our first day here. Your swordsmanship is elegant, strong, and beautiful that I couldn't help but be captivated by it. And by you. You're as strong as you are reliable, but that feminine side you show from time to time is adorable too. I'm always happy to be a part of our class, but having a place where the two of us can better ourselves makes me happiest of all.
Truly?
I love you too, Laura. Even after we graduate, I want to keep walking alongside with you, following the path of the sword. And I hope one day we reach those heights we're aiming for, but together. Glad I finally got to say it. Oh. Laura?
I had no idea it would make me
Oh.
this happy to hear you say you love me.
Oh.
My face feels like it's on fire.
Um.
I'm blushing so much.
This is going to be an interesting story to tell Papa Arcade. Feel the same way, you know. We got no way of knowing what the future holds in store for us. But we can't let a war like this stand in our path. Like you said, we have a lot of obstacles to overcome. By overcoming ours, we're more capable than so much more.
Yeah, we will. May we both wear the way of the sword
Mm.
proudly, and together protect our friends and our future.
Yep. The business is going down, people. No two ways about it. I think if we get Lord Mishy out of here, he's seen enough action for his time. Two's enough, Lord Mishy. You must be above humans. On enter the dormitory. Bang, bang, bangity bang. Oh, that's not gonna work at all. Enter not, enter not, enter not, enter not. Okay. We have a slight problem. I tried to get Lord Mishy out of here, to eject him from the situation. But alas, his powers are too strong, and he's still on all the other characters that I can't remove accessories from. Oh well. Hopefully, Rean's being gone will allow, like, different, like, angles to be seen, at least. Alright. This one was coming. You knew it. I knew it. But it still had to happen regardless. Yep. We have the token. Well, I don't say token. Nearly forced relationship on us. Yeah. You can't tell me that the first game didn't ship those two together. They did. Yeah, it was great to kick back with him. I think we had enough celebrating for the time being. Plus, Ferris ended up giving me a few friendly words of advice, too. It's kind of hard to say no to a girl who keeps insisting. A lady ought not to keep a gentleman waiting, you know? Yeah, sounds like her, all right. Anyway, never mind her. It really does feel strange to be back in our old dormitory. In a good way, of course. As soon as I stepped through the doors, all the memories of the times we've spent together here just came flooding back. Yeah, same here. It's been a long time coming, but we finally made it. Well, while we're here, do you want to look around for a bit? I'm curious to see how things are upstairs, too. Sure, why not? Oh, wow. They even do in this game, too. Their outfits complement each other. Very clever, guys. Well done. You think we wouldn't notice, but we did. We caught it. And yes, surprising. The room's empty no matter which universe I go into. Maybe the many worlds theory is flawed. It's funny how time works, isn't it? It's only been a couple months since we were last here, and yet I feel like it's been years. Guess it just goes to show how much of a mark the time we spent together is left on us. Every room, every quarter has a memory attached to it. Just one look and I suddenly remember it all like it was yesterday. You know, I guess that's true. Just wish Crow were here with us to share this feeling. Doesn't feel quite right without him. I wish he were here too. It's not as much, he's as much as class 7 as the rest of us. Give it time though. Next thing you know, he'll be right here reminiscing with us. You really never change, Rean. It's clear from the moment we met you, you were someone who really cared for others, and you're as kind now as you are then. You were a leader, always tirelessly looking out for every member of the group and putting our needs before your own. We're so grateful for all you've done, and that goes double for me. Here we go. Rean?
Hey, Rean?
Yes?
Do you still remember our first day at the academy?
Well, whatever could you mean? Our first day? Yep. Well, you two did meet before that. There we go. And then that happened. I'll tell you, I've done what you asked and forgotten, but that's just plain not possible. Sorry about that.
I should have known.
Yes, you should have.
And again, who am I to talk? It's such an embarrassing memory, I doubt I'll ever be able to forget it.
Or, you know, if we repeat the process enough times where you just become, oh, I don't know, what's the word? Used to it?
And the part outside the station was the most picture-perfect way to meet you, too. Then we both had to go and ruin it.
Yep. I really am sorry about what happened, just so we're clear about that.
In a strange way, though, it kind of worked out for the best. Afterward, I just kept thinking about what happened over and over again.
You're a little bit obsessive, you know that, right?
And before I knew it, I couldn't get you out of my head.
Okay, I take that little to a lot.
Barely met, and you were willing to risk getting seriously injured just to protect me from harm. That left a real impression on me. I kept wondering, why? Why would you do that? What kind of person must you be? Next thing I knew, I found myself watching you from afar. I was so curious about every little thing you did.
You've got a little bit of a mad scientist streak in you. You know that?
And the more I learned about you, the more I wanted to know. I wanted to find out how you saw the world around you and how you were able to live so true to yourself.
You know, you're always on my mind, too. You've always been hardworking with all the pride of a noble and a strong competitive streak. But I think what stood out to me most was how considerate you are of others and how you always put them before yourself. All the time you say you were thinking about me. I was probably thinking about you, too. You know, just completely ignore the events of the previous game. Yeah, just say it. To be honest, yeah. You've been on my mind ever since our picture-perfect meeting, as you put it.
Really?
Yes, certainly not for the other reason. During the past few weeks and months, I've gotten to know more and more about what makes you the person you are. The two of us have had so many long talks about finding our own path through life, or about deciding how we want to live. Somewhere along the line, I found myself hoping that between whatever you decided and whatever I decided, the paths we chose for ourselves would eventually meet and become one, so we could walk side by side. Oh.
Does that mean?
Yes. I love you, Alisha. No matter what happens or what you decide to do with your life, even if our paths one day end up parting, we have to go our separate ways. My feelings for you will never change.
Rean.
Aww. That's a much better hug. Although Lord Mishy's ass being in the frame kind of diminishes the value.
Find a path for myself at all. I was only able to because of how much your determination inspired me. How it made me want to struggle on, just like you do. And I love you too, Rean.
Oh, so glad. Oh, wow. An actual kiss. Got a lot of memories of this place. I think this one might leave the strongest impression of all.
So am I. I can't see my face, but I think it's safe to say it's redder than it was at the old schoolhouse.
Oh, yeah. It matches your eyes, creepily enough.
But I'll never forget this moment. No matter what happens, I won't forget.
Rean's going to the bone zone this time. No two ways about it.
No matter what hardships I might end up facing, I'll just have to think of you. And I'll be strong enough to overcome them.
Same goes for me, too. No idea if I really deserve someone as good as you. There's still so much I don't know about myself. I do know that I want you by my side. And now, and in the future. Whatever may happen, Alisha, I hope we'll find a path that we can share with one another.
I hope so too.
Okay, that's another one down. Oh, yes. There is an issue that I want to discuss. And I'll discuss it whenever I get back. All right, so I want to talk about why the episode's title is what it is. So, in no particular order, we have Sarah, Towa, Emma, Laura, Alisha, Fee, and Rean is there every single time. So, those are your 7 asses. It's over, folks. My YouTube career is over. I have existed just to make that one reference. Thank you, good night. Forgive me. I am acting like a silly little bitch because everything is just so sweet. I have to do something to keep myself going and not just... So adorable. How awesome. And just... bravo. Bravo in general. Thanks for inviting me here, Rean. Towa! And no Lord Mishy. And thank you for coming by. Guess you're all done with work? Yep, the other student council members said they don't mind splitting up what's left between themselves. I wanted to stay longer, but it was hard for me to say no after they insisted I take the rest of the night off. Can't blame them, you've always been a workaholic. Rean, pick up subtle hints. It was nice being back here. I mean, I never lived with you guys, but I would drop by all the time to deliver requests on free days. You had to do it early in the morning, too. Can't count how many times you went out of your way for me. Well, while you're here, how about I give you a tour? I'm curious how things are upstairs, too. Why not? Yes. Let's go look at my room. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, she doesn't have room, so it has to show something else. My badass room. And the sad and depressing, normal, empty, no personality room. I.e. where Crow used to live. Just in case you hadn't caught it after the 3rd time. So that was the room Crow lived in for 2.5 months when he was here, huh? He lived with the rest of us in our dorm before that, but he seemed to have way more fun with all of you. I guess I was a little jealous of him, to be honest. Really? Crow was going to come back anywhere interested. It would be here. Well, with him, how it connects to all of you, and even me, Angie and George, I doubt there's anywhere in Airboning he'd rather be. You're probably right. I doubt he feels like he belongs where he's at with the Alliance anyways. Which is why I fully intend to honor my promise and drag him back here. I can't wait to see him graduate.
It really is amazing just how dependable you've become.
Aw, shucks.
When I first met you, I had no idea I would end up relying on you so much. Even after, I never thought you could handle it all.
Aww. Suppose we first had weird first impressions of each other, didn't we? Not proud of it, but when I totally didn't believe you were 2nd year when we first met. Being said, you were quick to prove me wrong. You're capable and reliable.
Thanks. But there's something I want you to remember, Rean.
Like?
I really do think you're amazing. And not just because of all you did at the academy. You were chosen by Valimar. And you've gone through all kinds of scary experiences as a result.
Yes.
You've made a difference to the lives of so many. And you're surrounded by people who see you as their leader.
What are you talking
But
about?
no matter what happens,
We're
no
co-captains,
matter
if anything.
what you're up against, I don't want you to forget that you're only human like the rest of us. I don't really believe there are natural-born heroes out there who are superior to everyone else. And I don't think you're an exception. So don't feel like you have to shoulder everyone's problems by yourself.
Oh, look who's talking.
We're all here with you if you need us. There's no shame in asking for help or relying on others if you need to, okay?
Thank you for saying that, really. Talking to you give me a sense of ease in a way nothing else can. You're always willing to accept people for who they are, strengths, flaws, and all.
I don't know about that.
Oh, shush you, you're being adorable. It's only because that you were there to support me that I was able to start accepting myself for who I really am. That I was able to try to keep moving forward with who I am instead of losing faith in myself. So thank you for everything.
I'm happy to hear you say that. It's weird. Now more than ever, I feel so glad I was able to become Thor's student council president. If I hadn't, I might have never met you. And I doubt I would have ever started feeling
Oh.
like this.
They all have teary-eyed positions. It's adorable.
Rean, can you kneel down for a minute?
Oh, no. This is going to be too cute. Like this? Oh.
Don't worry. I'm sure everything will work out just fine.
Oh.
We might not be heroes, but that's all the more reason we'll see this through to the end without giving up.
She's even more
And
adorable.
we'll do it without losing a single one of us along the way.
Right. Oh. That's too cute. I am going to get diabetes by the end of this episode. Everything's so sweet. Ah. Okay, let me be the first to call bullshit on this. Rean can't have, say, a tender moment with Gaius in place of these girls? Or what about Machias and Eustace opening up to a threesome? Is that really too much to ask for? The game that... I'm waiting for like a sim game that will actually, allow... Hey, you can do whoever you want. Instead of, having it be straight. What? No! Dorothy did not give me anything to read as a speech. I scoff at the mention of that. But yeah, we're here. And this is second to last. This is Miss Runner-Up, if you will. Well, at least... Nah, that's been weird since... I just showed this 1 second to the end because I don't know why. Ah, it looks the same every goddamn time. There's probably a reason for that. Same shots over and over. Sorry for being late, Rean. Hope I didn't keep you waiting long. Stop, Emma. It's good to see the jizzle. The jiggle. Oh, God. No. Jizzle effects are something completely different, but they are a effect of jiggle effects. Again, trying to say anything to just keep myself from being just shushed quiet completely by the sweetness. And for once, even Celine was acting considerate. You don't say. All alone. Being here like this really does feel like old times, doesn't it? I made so many fond memories here in this building. I can't even begin to count them all. Yeah. Hey, seeing as we already are here, want to take a little walk around inside? Curious to see the state things are left in, aren't you? Sounds like fun. I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know how they would even calculate something like that, but like I'm waiting for something to pop up in Rean's room like completely out of place. It's like they had a variable or an algorithm going to like, okay, if they repeat this more and more, this is like 1 in a million chance is going to get significantly higher and higher. So we just like see something out of place in Rean's room. Like, I don't know, something on fire, or maybe he left his dildo out. Back then, I never would imagine that Crow was an awakener, or that he was working with Misty from Out Bed in Time of all people. That makes 2 of us. When I first think about the trial we had to pass, it's hard to believe he did something like that alone. It does make you wonder. I mean, we had his help when we did it too. His determination must have been incredible to take something on like that by himself and come out the winner. I have a feeling he'll take us all on by himself too, if that's what it comes down to. If we want to bring him back home with us, we'll have to show him we're more stubborn and determined he is. I think we can match him point for point as long as you're there. And as the witch responsible for getting you, Valimar, I fully intend to see everything through to the very end. Thanks, I'll be depending on you. Yes, Emma?
Rean, I've been thinking lately.
Uh-huh.
Somewhere along this journey we've taken together, I finally felt glad to have been born a witch. If I hadn't, I might never have enrolled at this academy. And if I'd never come here, I would never have met everyone in Class 7, and I wouldn't have met you.
Oh, I'm really glad you did. With all we've been through, if anyone besides you had been guiding me, I doubt we would have come as far as we have.
I'm happy to know you think so. Before I came to the academy, and even well after I'd started here, I lived to fulfill the duties expected of me as a witch.
Which were?
I'd been that way ever since I was little. But all that time, I had no idea of the real significance behind everything I was doing.
You were a
Life
child,
as a witch
a
was
fool.
so all-encompassing, I couldn't really see anything else. It
Emma,
was after I started here at Thor's that things started to change. I may have come here to keep watch over the fate that awaited Valimar and the one he chose as his awakener.
oh, so that's how that
But I
works.
feel so much more than that now. Instead of just watching over you, I want to stand with everyone and fight alongside you as an equal. I don't
You
want to be
are.
someone who just watches things happen. I want to be there with Class 7, no matter what's in store.
Happy you're there with us. You've always been looking out for us, doing as much as you could and supporting us in more ways than we realized. I doubt Class 7 would be what it is if you hadn't been a part of it. So I say thank you. So I think I speak for everyone. I say thank you for sticking it out through all the good and the bad.
I owe you guys a lot of thanks, too. Some days, the only reason I was able to keep doing my part as Class 7's president is because everyone, well,
Maybe.
not everyone. It's because you accepted me for who I was, Rean.
Oh.
You must have had so many questions,
Yes.
but you were always
Yes.
so patient and kind.
Oh.
Oh,
Emma. The only reason I feel like I can fill the shoes of an awakener is because I have you to guide me. When I first found out what I had to do, I was confused. I didn't understand what was going on, really. With you by my side showing me the way, I started to feel like I might be able to really do it after all.
is that so?
Of course. Emma, I love you. No matter what fate has in store for me, I decided I'm going to face it head on. Because as long as I have you with me, I know that whatever the challenge, I can rise to meet it. Will you stay with me?
Of course.
Oh. Mm.
What would Grandmother and Vita say if they could see me now? This isn't exactly a respectable path for a witch to take.
Just take the fucking adjustment. Maybe not, but who cares? We're old enough to make our own choices, and even the path is a rough one, willing to stick it out.
Me too.
No. Adorable. So, you know who's left. I said a bang, bang, bangity bang. I said a bang, 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 bangity bang. I said a bang, bang, bangity bang. I said a yeah. We are here. This is the last one. You all know who it is. If you have even been paying the slightest amount of attention throughout the whole time, you know who it is. Although I do want to give credit where credit's due, I really have adored the Laura ending Well, Laura choice. That's my favorite by far so far. Let's see if Tits McGee can knock it out of the park. Hi, Lee. Sorry if I kept you waiting. Welcome, welcome, Empress of the Divine Kingdom. Not at all. I think I actually showed up a little early. Finally had enough booze for the night, I take it. Had enough of the bad company, too. So I managed to skedaddle. Skedaddle is such a funny word. To have her character say it. Figured the others should be able to handle things over at the academy. Just standing here really does bring back the memories flooding back, doesn't it? As long as we spend here, it feels like we've been away even longer. But I'm glad you made good on your word and took it back from the Alliance. So am I. And I know I couldn't have done it without you. Say, while we're here, why don't we take a stroll through the place? Feeling an itch to see everything upstairs is like we left it. It's a date. Ooh. That was her. It's surprisingly low on alcohol, though. Did she manage to carry most of her supply with her? I could see her doing that. Just like, never mind all the tanks and everything. She's just running there with her, like, 2,000 liters of alcohol. That's how she got so fast. She was just running around with all of her booze the entire time. Shame Crow isn't back with us like old times, eh? In a way, he hasn't changed a bit since his first day. Even then, he was never honest with his feelings. Oh yeah, you helped out with the Arcus trials they did last year, didn't you? Yep, we sent them all over the country, just like we did with you guys during our field studies. Sometimes I can't help but wonder that if I had noticed something was off with Crow back then, if we all could have been spared a lot of heartache. I've known him for longer than you guys have. Heck, I was his teacher. Guess I gotta keep thinking maybe there was something I could have done. It's not your fault. Crow's planning was meticulous. He'd been setting it up for years. He would have gone through it in the end. I'm not going to sit back and let be that. We'll face him down, beat him, and bring him back. That's my promise. He'll be here where he belongs, with us. And you'll be here with us too. Yeah? I know you do everything you can. If anybody can bring back Crow, it's you guys.
It's been almost 2 years since I traded in my bracer badge for the whole teacher shtick.
Has it been, Tits McGee?
But there's never been a day when I regretted making the switch.
Yeah, she looks like she's been enjoying it. Likewise, couldn't have ended with a better homeroom teacher. Your method seemed really bizarre at first, but when I look back, everything you did prepared us for what was to come.
Thanks. It makes me happy to hear that. I'd like to think that you all learned a lot from me.
Oh yeah.
But over the past year, I've learned plenty from you guys too.
Things
I never learned pounding the battlefield as a Jaeger or during my time with the bracers. But whatever the future holds for me, I know the time I spent here will help guide me in whatever I end up doing next.
You're welcome. Wait, whatever your future holds, you're not thinking of...
I don't even know anymore.
Really? Would there be some reason you couldn't remain a teacher at Thor's?
No matter which side comes out on top in this war, the Empire's never going to be the same again. When it's all over, should I stay on as an instructor here? Should I go back to being a bracer? Or branch out into something new? All I know is that I want to be able to support you guys in whatever you decide to work towards, as much as I can. Just how I'm going to do that, I don't really know yet. I'm hoping that fighting through the battle ahead of us brings me an answer.
You really are amazing, you know that? No matter how fast we grow, you're always a step ahead of us, pushing forward into the unknown to show us the way. Never gonna be able to measure up to you, am I?
What do you mean?
You're experienced, reliable, and always ahead of us, just out of reach, but guiding us forward. You're strict sometimes, but you're always compassionate, and you bury your weaknesses deep down to be someone we can rely on. And somewhere along the way, I started to hope that one day I'd be able to finally catch up to you, so that we can think each other as peers, as something just more than teacher and student.
Oh.
As things stand, I'm still a long way from being there. When this war is behind us and life slows back down to its normal pace, there'll come a day when I graduate from Thor's and I head out into the real world as a real man. When that day comes, I want you to be there for you. In some ways,
Oh
as your
my.
equal.
Well, you're just full of surprises tonight, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
With all that's been going on, I never realized you felt that way about me.
Oh.
You can be pretty daring sometimes, you know that?
Huh. Rean daring. No, he's certainly doing anything like that, like giant robot fights, infiltrating enemy bases that are highly armed and highly guarded. No, nothing that seems daring.
I'm sure you're well aware that I go for the classy, short gentleman type and not students, though.
Of course, yeah. We're looking towards the future, right? Besides, I don't want to be that. Students grow up. Boys become men. Sure, I might not look the type now, but one day I'll be a dashing, handsome gent who can turn even your head.
All right, then.
Oh, little flustered. That's adorable.
I want you to close your eyes. In fact, I'm making it a formal assignment. No peeking.
Oh, why?
Shh, no questions. Good students are supposed to listen to their teachers.
Yes, tits. Well, if you say so. Oh.
Just think of that as a little appetizer. In a couple of years, if you're still hungry for the main
Of course.
come and find me. I'll make it worth the chase. Still,
That's a
there's
promise.
no need to rush. I'm willing to wait, if you are.
Oh, no. Thanks. Okay, yeah. If I had to pick one, Laura all the way. No question. You know, unless they ended up throwing in a couple of yaoi endings. I know they're just not hardcore bromance. No, that's what yaoi characters say that they're in. We're not gay. We're just in a hardcore bromance. That's all. No, but yeah, just bromance is really strong. Wow, I didn't even need that. Ugh. Oh well. This is the file that I have played through for the playthrough. So this is the ship I shall sail with. And always hold in my heart that Laura's at your ending. Although, I gotta say, the Legend of Hero games, this one even proves it right. They can do relationships well. Like, no contest of whatever I think about Estelle and Joshua. OTP. I mean, yes, they're a thing, so obviously I'm very happy about that one, but still. Numero uno pairing. And even with this one, I'd say Laura and Rean would probably be somewhere in the top 10. Yes, I'm a weeb. I've said this before. Plenty of times. This is amazing. You really were able to forge Valimar knew Tachi from Zemirian ore. Bah, of course I was. It's a massive weapon totaling over 7 agra in length. It's uncommon to shape made refining of processing ore extremely difficult, to say the least, but it was done. I doubt I would have been able to do it if not for the help of that stubborn old student of mine over there. You're the least qualified person on this entire continent to call anyone else stubborn. Yeah, I'm with you there, instructor. Sure was a shock to learn that you were also a former student of Professor Marakov. I heard that you were once a student at Royal Institute Technology, but I never connected the dots. And that's how I preferred it, too. So that was a long, long time ago. I gotta say, I'm digging Marakov's hair and beard. It suits him. Never be able to fathom why the two of you chose not to stay and study under me. The offer still stands, however. I know talent when I see it. Oh, I couldn't possibly. Doubt I have the talent to keep up with you. Give it to him straight, George, or he won't get it through the damn near impenetrable skull of his. Tell him you'd go insane if you had to go spend years working with an arrogant, self-centered prick like him. Somebody has just the fantastical testicular fortitude. Bravo! Ain't nothing out there like Zemarian ore. Probably not as sharp as something a real swordsmith would make, though none of us are smiths by profession. But Valimar sure find it easier to use than any weapon he could have taken from a Soldat. And that's what counts. Alright then, let's give it a try. So did it get another power upgrade since yesterday? Ooh. It's resonating. Wow. They're resonating with one another? They sure are. Nice. How beautiful. It truly is astounding. You look so cool, Valimar. I'm not sure what's happening, but it's amazing, all right. I think we finally have a chance. Feedback process with the new armament complete. You do indeed feel that this is easier to wield than previous armaments. Good, I'm glad to hear it. You think this will do the trick? Yep, I had high expectations, but this shattered them. I think I'm finally able to stand a chance against him now. Professor Smith, Instructor Markov, George, thank you all so much for what you've done. Save your thanks. I only did what I did to satisfy my curiosity. Whatever you do now is of no concern to me. He is not being modest either, Rean. He totally means it. This is just how he is. Same deal with the railway guns, the soldats, and the old jamming device. As soon as his work is done, he loses interest completely and is off to find something else to do. Something wrong with that? Yep. You're gonna die. Like, what if he's only like 40, but all the work he's been doing has just rapidly aged his body? There's no time to go and get everyone. The fated moment has finally arrived. Current time is, no, I'm not even gonna say. Everyone should gather here at 7:30 hours. Make sure you're all wearing what I gave you earlier too. Right, ooh, new duds? That'd be cool. Or at least... What if they're all party hats? Just like... the cheap party hats, like the cylindrical things that are held with like a cheap rubber band. That's all they are. She got it for us just to make ourselves look like morons. That'd just be hilarious. Okay.
Students have gathered.
Good. Instructor Sarah, Instructor Thomas, Instructor Markov. Leave them in your capable hands.
Understood.
Don't you worry. We'll take good care of them.
Just leave them to us.
Yep. Oh yeah, I also got the Master Quartz from Vermilion. It's gonna go to my attack tank. It's gonna be such fearsome. I'm sure most remember what once imparted to you during your respective welcoming ceremonies. Arise, O youth, and become the foundation of this world. These are the words of Emperor Drykos, the man who ended the War of the Lions, and founded this very academy. I ask you to consider what the world he refers to is, and what qualifies one must possess to be its foundation. I imagine that each of you had your own thoughts in response. However, I want to make sure that, assuming that foundation is synonymous with sacrifice. Believe that is walking side by side with others, opening up a path and treading down it, that one does this. As such, I have but one simple message for each and every one of you to remember. Eternal Life. Welcome spring's arrival with one another, and when the time comes, fly the nest with one another. And to that end, I wish you victory.
May Adios and Drykos the Lionheart be with you all.
Don't worry, his robot's here.
Come
So
back here safe and unharmed.
that's a command by Her Highness.
Our objective is to rescue His Majesty the Emperor, as well as those who were captured with
Okay, so what Vita needs is multiple Divine Knights in one place, I think, to get that Infernal one going. Ooh. Oh. No. I am using it on the first poor fucker I see. If you give me an open map, I don't care where we go. I'm fighting something. Oh yeah, so surface air temperature is 5 degrees, humidity 13%. There's a northwesterly wind blowing at 11 Nababa. Incoming messages from both 3rd and 4th Armored Divisions. They're past the Swartz Dress Barrier and Trista, moving into the formation about 100 cells from Helmdall. Main cannons and secondary armaments are good to go. We're ready for battle anytime. All orbital engines are operating normally. All crew members present and accounted for. We're ready to begin the operation on your command. Understood. Sound like everybody's ready to go. Still, it doesn't look like we're going to be hearing anything from Prince Alivat. Indeed, there's been no word from Father either. They probably got their hands full in the west. It's starting to be really hectic where I've heard. I've asked Mick to try to get in contact with Toval, but I'm not banking on him succeeding. It's too bad. It's been great to have him here too. There's no point in lamenting what we don't have. Right. All we can do is make the best of our current situation. Yep, I'm with them. Still, the battle doesn't begin midday. We've got time. If there's anything you need to take care of, now's your chance. Now you mention it. Towa, are there any requests for us to take care of? There are, in fact. Hold on. Let's, put the end plot on hold and just do everything else. That's fine with me. My Jorman don't want none. Speak of serpents. Rean, this is Major Vander. Pay no attention to the prince and just go. But in truth, I have my own glorious servant of Rean. Oh, Prince Alivat. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We can't say no to that. There once was a woman from Rora. When I saw her, I wanted to woo her. She gave me a slap when I sat in her lap, and now I have one lover fewer. How I must compose being in clever verse. Yeah. What do you have for this time? The hills are alive, dear Rean, with the sound of monsters. The highlands, to be more precise, and I'd like you to go look into it personally. Hope your skills haven't plateaued yet, because you'll get there have to fly like, dare I say it, you wind to deal with this threat. It's the wind to deal with this threat. Ymir far wherever you are. Danger strikes close to home for young Rean, the strange beast stirring up strife on the path to Ymir. Will he answer the call? Will his sister be impressed with his manly feats of strength? Will anybody actually read this? Monsters Sasquatch, Ymir Valley, deepest area. Yes, my dear Olivert, we do read them. God, now I want to go back and play Trails in the Sky just to get more. I agree, I neglected him. I think we can handle these. Right, none of them seem like they could take too long. Wherever you do them or not, it's totally up to you. But getting ready for battle should be top priority. I know you've gotten the hang of reporting to Prince Olivert, but seeing as we can't contact him, you'll just have to report to me. This might as well be the last chance you get to have maintenance done on your orbits, too. Anything, let me know. We will, thank you. No such thing as being too prepared for this. Agreed. So I will do what I do best and probably proceed underprepared. Only to lament and rue my decisions. Something should be given to more on the courageous. To beginning the operation, the will be okay. We have another chance to buy items, quartz, and like. It'll not be for some time. So yeah. There you are. All good. What's up, Towa? It's great to finally have everyone from Academy aboard the Courageous. Everyone who went missing, everyone who chose to stay at the academy, they're all here, standing to fight with us. It's kind of surreal. We really did go and achieve exactly what we set out to do, you know? I know the feeling. We took back the academy. Valmar's new Taji's been forged. Nothing's stopping us from doing his Operation Our All. That being said, it feels like a little wrong to say we have everyone when one of us is missing. Didn't even think of that. Sure, it's lively enough as it is, but Crow has a special energy no one else can bring. Just remember, him not being here doesn't make what you've done any less amazing. So thank you, Rean. I can't imagine all of us would be here now if not for you. I think you're giving me too much credit there. Coming this far was a team effort. Maybe part of the team, but so are you and everyone else. Oh, Rean, I should have known you'd say that. I think that deserves this little something. It's for you. Would you willing to accept this? Emblem. Cool. A Master Quartz? That's right. Principal gave it to me. So to give it to a student who goes above and beyond the call of duty. So that's exactly what I've done. Can't think of anyone who deserves it more than you. I don't know if I've gone above and beyond, but if you say I deserve it, I'll help you accept it. We can't quit here. Not when we're so close. So I'll be bringing Crow home and when we really have everyone on board. Right. Okay, it just occurred to me. I don't need to go find monsters. I can just do this. Far easier. Alright, gotta make sure the blade's perfectly can. Yeah. Careful, Logan. That scary expression you used to wear all the time as first years come back. We second years conduct ourselves calmly and gracefully while slaying our foes. These seem pretty damn scary to me. Do you have level... Please tell me you have the higher tiered. I just want something I can swing my sword at. Don't take that out of context. So to give level... Yep. Let's do it. Me, you, and you. There. I picked my team.
Wins. Give us your blessing.
Ooh. Without using our... Oh, okay. That's fine.
Leave it to me.
So... Let's see this.
My blade will cleave ignorance and light the way.
Alright, well that part was cool. Okay, there we go. Beautiful.
My turn.
Alright, well I'm going to end this episode here. I'm going to finish these guys off, but thank you guys for watching. Oh yeah, the last thing I wanted to tell you guys is, and this won't mean anything for you, but for me, I'm going to not record any more episodes till this one airs. So that means you guys will actually be able to get to me in time, tell me things I need to know before going into this last dungeon. I'll do what I can. I'm going to slay the monsters, look for any hidden quests. I've got a pretty decent guide to help me, so... I mean, I must have had a stroke somewhere because I couldn't even get everything. I missed something along the way. Ah, c'est la vie. Yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Be sure to make some noise in the comments below. And thank you guys for saying weird. Okay, everybody. Yeah, probably wondering why I came back here. Well, as some of you probably guessed, I am going to be quote-unquote canonizing the Rean-Laura relationship. So yeah, that's going to be a thing. So, bye.